I come to you tonight in opposition to the proposed cuts to the regional action councils. Throughout this process, you have no doubt heard the wonderful work that the regional action councils contribute to our communities and the increased burden on municipalities should funding be cut. But I'm here tonight to give you a little bit of a different perspective. My personal experience with the power of the regional action council to get things done. On a snowy day earlier this month, I awoke to the news that a young man from my district in Cheshire was found deceased in a bathroom in Hartford due to a heroin overdose. I learned of this on Facebook, where one of his former teachers had posted that he was so upset that he wished that there was something he could have done to intervene. That got something starting in my head. I waited until 9 o'clock on the dot when I knew someone would be there, and I immediately called the Naugatuck Valley Regional Action Council. And I talked to them there because they have a program called the ASBIRT. That stands for the Adolescent Substance Abuse Brief Intervention and Referral to Treatment Program. What this program does is it teaches people to understand what substance abuse looks like, to know how to intervene, and just like the acronym says, to refer it to treatment, to refer someone to treatment. This teacher that posted about this young man from Cheshire's death said that if only he had known, if only this child had come to him when it was a problem. So I then asked them if they would do this ASBIRT program to my Cheshire High School and middle school teachers and administrators, and they said absolutely. My next phone call was to the superintendent of schools. I explained what the program was, and he said, let me know what you need. I'll give you a room, I'll give the day off, I'll get substitute teachers, we'll make it happen. My third and final phone call was to the social services department in Cheshire. This program, the only thing that the RACs were going to charge us for this is $5 per person for administrative, or rather material costs. So basically, what started at 9:01 was completely finished by noon. We now have a date, and the first one of these programs is happening on Monday morning. This program is going to go right to where we need it. We are in the midst of an opioid crisis. And what I was able to do was to contact someone through a simple phone call and put into action a program that has been proven to help these kids get into treatment. And before we have another child from Hartford, or from Cheshire, deceased in a bathroom alone in Hartford of a heroin overdose. So as we as legislators know, we're here to help. Everyone here is here to help. But we're often caught up in the bureaucratic red tape of, when we try to get things done. Nothing that we do in this legislature happens in a span of 4 hours. And that's what I'm here to explain, that the Regional Action Council, in my experience, has been just that, vehicles for action. And if we cut the funding, we are cutting our ability to be in our communities on a moment's notice to help in a real way, in a quick way, and one that we can see benefiting us for the long term. So when we're looking at the budget, I'd like you to think briefly about my story and just think about how, with just a small amount of funding, relatively speaking, we can help so many people in our communities through the regional action councils. And I'm happy to take any questions about this program at all.